Okay, RM, so tips and tricks, probably number 14. Why did I make tips and tricks for animation, especially for Sheridan? So I started at Sheridan as a part-time student, and then I took 1 year art fundamentals, so I got to learn a little bit of animation that way. I kept going to the program, kept going there when I was taking the art program, and you could do the same thing. You could see what people do. Because they have a display, and I learned a little bit that way, so I got some insight on what's going on, and they do like presentations sometimes, so I got to see some projects like the bouncing ball, and then I got to learn about the flour sack, so that got me excited about animation. But I wasn't in animation, and the art program, it doesn't teach you anything about animation. You do a lot of line drawing. It might teach you digital now, but I don't know, when I was there, they did not have any digital. So the program might be changed a little bit now. So I might be behind more students that take programs now. They got access to more updated stuff, like digital tablets or digital Cintiqs. I never got to experience that. Even in art school, it was all life drawing and painting and stuff like that. And I don't know if the art school at Sheridan, if they have digital access to tablets now, so you'll have to look into that. But yeah, that's why I decided to make this, because I was putting my first portfolio together for Sheridan. It was all pencil when I was in the art program. Then my second time around, I was trying for fun to see what my score would be. And I still only included pencil and sketches. I didn't include the painting because I did not have money for portfolio. I just had enough money to pay the fees, and I looked up any help online how to do stuff like life drawing. Because when you're at home, you don't have access to life drawing, so you have to be at school, or you have to draw from paper at home. So you could get away with life drawing that way. And I submitted in like a thumbnail, and that was, I got like a low score, so I did not keep my life drawings when I was in school. I did not keep my sculptures when I was in school, so I did not have access to a camera then. Plus now online, you look up for help online, there's a lot of people out there, like websites, YouTube, you could go to them, but they want money, so I kind of had like 1 or 2 books on hand on animation, maybe 1 or 2 videos that I picked up along the way, and I don't have a Cintiq even at home, so I just have this drawing table, which I was lucky to buy at Kijiji. So you have to look for places you can buy some proper animation supplies, plus you need like a down shooter. A lot of people say, oh, you could get away with a camera, with your phone. But that's not the proper way, so you might want to look for the proper way, proper animation paper. This ain't proper animation paper, is just a long scap paper, so animation paper is a little bit taller. You can buy that at an art store, you can buy that online and in bulk, but you have to pay up on shipping. So if you go through a big stack of paper like this when you're doing bouncing ball, you go through like 50 drawings, like just for one project. So you have to buy the paper in bulk. So you have to be spending at least $100 to maybe $200-300 just on paper. And Sheridan, they do a lot of that. So, but I think the second year they go into digital. Maybe even first year you will be doing digital, so they give you everything. But the program is, for me, is way too expensive to study, so I could live at home, buy some books or something, like or get some books from eBay, maybe learn about the bouncing ball and flour sack, start from that. But sheridan, you do everything. You do the bone drawing, figure drawing, and you don't get to do that at home. So you don't get that experience. But that's not animation, that's just art. Bone drawing is art. So they throw everything at you. But it's a very expensive program, very hard to pay back. A lot of people drop out. So if I were to get in, I would be lucky enough to do 1 year. So I'd probably drop out after 1 year because it's very expensive. But I went to art school, so I did the art program, so I was happy with that. But I did not get to do it with Sheridan, but it'd be a lot harder to pay back if you were with Sheridan, because that's a school program. Other programs you pay on your own, that you get like a OSAP. Other art programs may not have OSAP, so you have to get like a loan for that, just for the school. You might even have to get a loan for Sheridan for like art supplies, because they might not give you enough funding. They might give you enough funding to pay it back, but not enough funding for art supplies or for food or for transportation. Sometimes you have to go to galleries, or you have to go to zoos. Zoos are fun, but I could do that on my own time. I don't need to do that with a school. But it'd be nice to have that program under your belt, that you did something that expensive, but a lot of people drop out, so be careful, because it's the most expensive program they have. And only like rich people, I think, get in, but they take the younger people too, so older people, I think they tend to lower grade. But because I think I see a lot of younger people get in lately, so maybe like a year or two out of high school they get in. Not too many older people in that program, but I don't know, it's a program that I like, but I don't know if I could do it. If I were to apply, I'd probably just apply for fun. So thanks for watching my tips and tricks. Hopefully some of them help you out. It's always going to be free for you, so just something fun I want to do, share my experience with the portfolio, the struggles I had making it, struggles with digital. And I threw out all of my paintings now, so you do need a lot of space, plus you need like an easel for painting. You'll be doing painting, stuff like that, watercolor, so money adds up pretty quickly when you're in there. And life drawing is not always going to be a girl, so keep that in mind. It could be like an old guy. You could be drawing an old guy a lot of times, so, or you could be sitting and drawing bones. But if you can get something for yourself, I recommend starting with the animation table, so you can learn your paper animation. But paper animation is very expensive too, so yeah. That's why I'm using the long cap and not the proper animation paper, because it's too expensive right now. I don't want to invest that much money into animation, but it's still fun to learn. Thanks for watching. My tips and tricks, probably the last video I'm going to make for this series. Probably number 15 or 14 or something like that. But if you can, invest in digital, because that's where animation is now, these days. It's not, I never got to learn the old way, the traditional way, drawing on the clear sheets and painting on them. But that's pretty fun too. If you could learn that, that'll help you out. But that's pretty expensive to invest in the old traditional animation way.